Good afternoon, everyone. Liz Ham here, the owner and publisher of Roots Magazine for Harvest Green residents here in Richmond, Texas. And with me today is the beautiful Karla Arjona, and she is with Coldwell Banker. Am I right?
Yes.
Realty here in Richmond, Texas. And she's my neighbor and is a resident of Harvest Green as well. Karla, tell us how you're doing today and a little bit about your business and how you got started.
Well, I'm doing great. I'm trying to stay busy, even though what I do, which is real estate, it's a bit slow these days. Everybody's trying to stay home and be safe, so we're not doing as many showings and there's not as much activity as there was before. I started this 11 years ago. I was a stay-at-home mom. I needed something to do, put my brain to work. And so my husband actually said, why don't you give real estate a try? I really didn't think I was going to be good at it. Turns out 11 years later that I am good at it. So I'm still doing this and I really like it.
And I think you speak Spanish, is that correct?
Yes.
That's a service you can offer that's unique to your team here.
Yes, I'm originally from Mexico City, and so I'm fluent. I can read, write, and speak Spanish.
What do you love most about real estate now that you're in it for 11 years long?
I pride myself on giving excellent service, and my favorite part of real estate is really that closing, right? Whether it's working with buyers or sellers, but just that smile at the end of the deal, saying I'm thankful for having you as my guide through the transaction and knowing that I've done my job and that I've done it well. So ultimately making people happy and helping them with their real estate transactions.
Are there any fun stories or happy clients that come to mind as favorites that you can kind of tell us a little bit about that kind of give us a sense of how you like to work?
They're all unique. 85% of my business is repeat or referral clients. So there's friendships at the end of most of my deals, right? 85% is a lot if I look at statistics on other realtors locally. And I just think that every transaction is special for me, right? There's some that are harder, and just making sure that they go to the closing table and they get what they want at the end, either that household or the purchase or the profit, but there's not a particular one that pops up more than others. There really aren't, they're all fun. And I'm trying to think, but I can tell you throughout this pandemic, I get text messages from my clients that are even around the world. And that just shows me I like to build relationships. That's what I'm about. It's just not a transaction for me.
You like to stay connected, and I love that about you. And of course, I love, having you as a partner here in Harvest Green, because that's what we seek to do every day, all day, build connections, neighbor to neighbor and neighbor to local business. Do you have any advice that you can share with us looking at the landscape of what's happening right now in the world? Or any insights or thoughts related to your industry that would help us and better understand the landscape of real estate right now with the COVID in effect?
Yes, definitely. I think this is a time to get serious about a real estate transaction, right? I always say price. If you're thinking of selling your home, price is something that you shouldn't play with. You should price your house as close to the market as possible just to get it moved. And now more than ever, you do not want to overprice your house, and you have to be serious about it. If you need to get out for whatever reason, I recommend you hire somebody that has experience, that is going to market your house in the way that they need to be marketed right now. We already knew that 99% of people were looking online before this happened. Now it's 100%, right? Everybody has, I've added virtual tours, digital 3D tours where you can actually walk the house. I was already doing a video that was very similar to that. So just, making sure that the property's marketed in the best way possible to those people that are looking online and that they can't necessarily go to the house right now. I do feel that their market has slowed down tremendously. There's not a lot of people wanting to go out and see these houses, but that's why you're providing all these tools, right? As a listing agent. And with buyers, I say, there's going to be some good opportunities coming up. I think we haven't seen the turnaround yet. The numbers are still good, but preliminary numbers that I've seen some people talk about, Texas Association of Realtors, they seem to be quite different for the month of April. So we'll see here.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what's happening in our neighborhood. We seem to be growing great guns. So what made you guys choose to relocate to Harvest Green here in Richmond?
So that's a good and interesting question, right? We ended up here by chance. We were looking for a specific floor plan. We needed to bring our in-laws to live with us. That's a decision that we made early in 2018. And we ended up looking at this floor plan from Darling Homes, that it's the next gen floor plan that they have. And they were only building it here in Harvest Green. So I fell in love with the floor plan. It checked all our boxes. And there was a big piece of land that they had available, and we went for it. Month 3 of building, I would drive into Harvest Green and feel that I belonged here. I can tell you, I almost get emotional. We landed in the perfect place. Everything about this community fits with me and our lifestyle. We love to garden. We just finished a huge gardening project that we've been working on for the past 6 weeks. And I just feel that the community itself is a community, which is kind of what a lot of people look for when you're buying a house. So I'm very happy. Everything about this place is wonderful. I love, all the parks and the trails and all the nature around it and the farms. It was by chance. We didn't pick the community. I think it picked us, but we landed in the perfect place. We're very happy to be here.
Well, and I have to ask, what is it that you like the very most about living in Harvest Green?
Of course, Roots Magazine.
That's right, your private magazine. Karla, do you have any final thoughts for us as we close up this interview? Anything you'd like to share with any viewers anywhere on how they can reach you? Or just a parting thought on how you like to work and how you'd like to be thought of in the community?
Sure. I'm here to help with any real estate question or need that you have. I'm happy to work with buyers, renters, and sellers. I am bluntly honest. That is my trade. That is what I'm super proud of. That's how I roll, and it's worked for me. So I would just say, if you're thinking of selling or buying, whether it's new or resale or an investment property, I'm here to help and safe. And I love you all. Hopefully I'll get to work with some of you in the future.
It was such a pleasure to speak with you. Give Karla a call. She works with new construction as well as resales. And like she said, with rentals, buyers and sellers. So we are so fortunate to have you in the neighborhood. It was so nice to speak with you today.
Yes. You were saying about contacting me. I've got all my social media profiles. So Facebook, Instagram, you can email me, text me. Karla Arjona, you'll find me online. Thank you so much, Liz.
I will also include that in the comments. I hope to see you soon, and I want to check out your garden.
Yes, please do.
Bye, honey.
Bye, take care.